Hello, my name is Fernando A. Mico, and welcome to Fernando A. Mico Presents. In the coming years, we will be introducing a series of productions for you. They could be films, music videos, television shows, industry seminars, some of them produced by us, and others produced by those involved in our film festivals. Right now, you're about to watch the 4th Annual NovaFest Award Ceremony. Our special guest is Mr. Michael Uslan, the executive producer behind the Batman film franchise. You'll want to stick around or fast forward to him. Thank you for watching, and let the movie magic begin.
taxi!
Check, check, check.
Loud again?
Check, check, check.
Jack.
Months ago, my mom's friend Helen offered to set me up with a guy from her gym. She said I deserved a guy with class and manners who's actually old enough to drive.
Good evening, miss.
Oh, hello.
I'm here to pick you up for your dinner date with Jerry.
Oh my God, a limo? I'm so impressed. Are you Jerry's driver?
No, ma'am, I'm Jerry.
Jerry's dad?
No, Jerry.
Okay. From Helen's gym?
We do aerobics in the pool.
Yep.
Do you like pot roast? I was thinking maybe we could get some pot roast and then catch a picture if you like, or do you like to dance?
I would love that.
Yeah, I guess matchmaking isn't really for me either, but you gotta be in the game to win the game. Just keep your eye on the ball and swing. Hi.
Hey. Do you ever wonder what the hell inspires this crap?
Sometimes, but not with this one, because it's mine.
Can I see it? What's in it?
Epinephrine, lizard yeast, and then of course the stuff that would make it top secret.
Side effects?
Oh, the usual. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Just drink the pink stuff after, and you'll be fine. Now, you have to take this right before bed. The chemical I've developed is triggered by paradoxical sleep, also known as REM sleep. Because of the precise dosage I'm giving you, when you wake up, you will have arrived at the time before the symptoms of your distress began.
Cuidado, Antonio.
A mi lado, cógeme la mano. Oh, no, eso no. Eso.
Cuidado, Antonio.
El sol calienta más si tú me quieres. Cuando estamos juntos la gente.
Ay, Antonio, qué enfermo me veo ya. Estate quietita aquí, vale. Te voy a seguir. Ten cuidado.
Cuando estamos juntos la gente me muere. No hay dolor ni enfermedad. Puedo volar por el cielo azul. Las nubes son mi alma.
Cuidado, Antonio.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Fernando A. Mico. Welcome to the 4th Annual Nova Fest Award Ceremony. Thank you for coming tonight. As I mentioned, my name is Fernando A. Mico. I am the glorified intern of this little shindig. And you guys are really lucky to be here tonight because we are the best formal film awards ceremony. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to make it. We are the #1 best film awards ceremony there is by virtue of one metric, is in that we are the shortest. Although we have 50, give or take, plus awards to go through tonight. And with that, I'll just give you the housekeeping rules, the way it works. The way we've done it the last couple of years, nice and efficient and fun for everybody. I'm going to hold this just in case. Basically, the way it works is we will read the category, myself and the lovely Ms. Walker-Hayes to my left. We will read the category, and after reading the category, we will read the nominees in that category. And once we read that, so it's 1 category, 2 nominees, and 3 we'll say the winner of the award. If the winner or representative of the winner is present, please come down. I'm going to try to adjust this before you do. Please come down here to the middle mic and say your piece, your thank you, so on and so forth. Just have as much time as you like until you hear music playing you off. Usually, but just keep it nice and short and sweet. But it's your time. This is your time to shine. So just have a ball, have a blast. Come up here and do your thing. What's going to happen is, again, when you come down, if you come down, a representative, or if you're the winner, come down. One of the lovely trophy handlers to my left and right, Miss Reese McCrae to my left side, and to my right, Kati Vocal. They will hand you a trophy. So if you come down, you get the trophy, they'll hand you a trophy. You will hold the trophy in front of here, and you will have your acceptance. Once you're finished, you'll take the trophy and you'll hand it back to the person who gave it to you. Repeat, you will have the trophy and you'll get the trophy. Once you're finished, you'll hand it back to the person, the trophy handler that gave it to you. Because once you're done, you've given back the trophy, and again, once you've given the trophy back, the flight of steps here to my right go all the way to the top, and we have the step and repeat all set up there. There will be another trophy waiting for you where you're going to take your formal prom picture. So, and then make your way back down, grab some popcorn, do your business, what have you. We have a lot of show, especially if you are nominated for multiple awards. Make sure to come back because you never know. Any questions? Good. So, having said that, the trophies. May I have one of those real quick, Kati, please? We've had this in front of the booth for the last 2 weeks. They're nice, heavy. There's piano grade wood, and it's just you feel. Okay, quick story. So when I was picking potential awards, I have a competitive martial arts background, whatever. I wanted to get medals, and I went to the trophy place, and I was looking at them. They're kind of flimsy, not exactly what I was looking for. But then I saw this up in the top shelf of the trophy case. It's like, okay, it's Oscar style, but I thought maybe a little plasticky, whatever. But then I asked to take a look at it, I took it down, and then I grabbed it. Now, maybe part of it's a man thing. It just was whatever. Again, not going there. But the idea of this is that you know that you've accomplished something. This is something we'd like to be an heirloom in your family, sits on your mantle, and you look at this, those awesome days where you feel like you're kicking butt and going, you know what? I'm a badass because I won things like this. And also on those days where like, this sucks. I don't have B-roll to do then. I have no distributors, so on and so forth. You can look at this and go, I did it once, I can do it again. Something like that. Thank you. So, don't get me wrong. That is the cherry on top, icing on top of the cake, so on and so forth. By virtue of your presence just here this evening, you've already won. This is just follow through. You've already won. This is the hard part. This is the hard part, just getting here. And year by year, we are also getting harder and harder. We're getting more and more submissions every year, and the spout where everything's got to go through has gotten smaller and smaller. The acceptance rate is getting smaller every year, and the quality keeps going up. So that helps everybody here tonight, because by virtue of that, unless we disaster strikes tomorrow, the higher quality of a festival we become, the more value you have being just an official selection, let alone a nominee, let alone an award winner. So please come to appreciate that. That's all I got to say, really, because I want to get this thing going and we can party right after. We have the lounge after we're all done here tonight, and maybe even after party after that. Cool? All right, we're going to start this evening up. Ms. Walker Hayes, please take a stand. While you do that, I'm going to try to fix this guy.
Best supporting actor. Is that working? Not so much. Not, right? Hello? Yeah. Yay! I did it, guys! Thank you! I won! Okay. Best supporting actor feature film. Andrew Pivko, Daddy Issues. JC Santos, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. And the winner is, drum roll please. Thank you so much. Andrew Pivko, Daddy Issues.
Wow, right out of the gate. This is awesome. First of all, thank you to the film festival here for showing our film so much love. This is absolutely incredible. Thanks to Alex Bloom, who wrote the film here tonight, Amara Cash directed it, Madison Montana, who showed me how to be a better actor, and to Jinya Ramen, who gives me a free bowl of ramen for the shortest speech of the night. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, rolling right along. Thought I was joking. Next category, Best Supporting Actress in a Short Film. First nominee is Lorenza Machine. Forgive me, this is the International Film Festival, so if I have the wrong syllables and emphases on the certain foreign words that are not Anglo-Western based, they will sound like spaghetti. So with that, Lorenza Machine from Ciudad Antonio. Next is Tina Singh, Raw Days. Victoria O. Oshadin, The Bridge. And the winner is Lorenza Machine from Ciudad Antonio. And music out. Yeah. No one's here. No, she was just in one of the restrooms. Or I don't get away with it, no one knows. I know they're not here because that is the film from Spain. It was the last little clip you saw. It was the woman who got hit by the car and came back from the dead.
Go on, girl! Best supporting actor, short film. Maura Ginsburg, House Rules. Lance Reddick, Lawman. Travis Mitchell, Raina. Danny Gavigan, Rumination. And the winner is Danny Gavigan, Rumination.
Thank you guys. I just want to thank Nova Film Fest for all their love, and to all of you for coming out. This is for my niece, Madison, who's on the autistic spectrum, and none of that performance would be there if it had not been for her. And also for Kelvin Drama, my scene partner, Angus Winfield, and my writer-director, Chad Eric Smith. I encourage all of you to try and track him down if you have not met him yet. He is brilliant. He wrote and directed this from the heart, and really crafted a brilliant scene that we did, and thank you.
Please forgive me, I went out of order. I did the Best Supporting Actress for a short film first. I should have done Best Supporting Actress in a feature film. The nominees are Kamala Jones, Daddy Issues. Jordana Capra, Trouble Is My Business. And Jodie Carroll Harrison of Daddy Issues. And the winner is Kamala Jones of Daddy Issues.
I am obviously not Kamala Jones, but I am the executive producer and writer of Daddy Issues, and if Kamala was here, I know she would say thank you so much to this wonderful festival, Nova Film Festival, Fernando, all the wonderful people who have done this. Kamala is a wonderful, wonderful actress. She brought so much to this role. It was a difficult role to play. It's always hard to play someone who is so unlikable, but do it in a way that's still relatable. And we're very proud of her. And we're also very proud of Jodie, who is a fantastic actress, and so glad that she's here to celebrate our film's success as well. Thank you all so much.
Best Cinematography, Feature Film. Daddy Issues. 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Trouble Is My Business. And the winner is 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air.
That was a Filipino film, and they didn't fly in real quick. Gorgeous film if you were here to see it. Great underwater and ocean shots. The next category, Best Cinematography for a Short Film. The nominees are Cold Feet, Othello-san, I Am. You guys, this is the fourth festival, if I had to say this. A Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. Yeah! The Carnival Kid. Yeah! Alfred J. Hemlock, A Time Before the Glass, and The Case Against Mr. Shepard. And the winner is Alfred J. Hemlock. They wanted to be here. That's Edward, a friend of mine's, or at least met him in Vegas not too long ago. They're from Australia. They are actually an alumni of Nova.
Best Comedy under 20 pages. National Postcard Day, Joey Fama. DC Slang, Joey Fama. Char Wars, Darth Vapor, Ron Podell. And We're Men of Old Age, Scott Dissinger. And the winner is DC Slang, Joey Fama.
I just wanted to thank my lovely wife who couldn't be here. She wanted to, but unfortunately couldn't make it. I want to thank my editors, Kristen and Lewis, who just do a phenomenal job helping me. And lastly, I want to thank Michael Perry and his lovely wife. I met Michael here a couple years ago, and for whatever reason, he met a pharmacist who drank a ton of Red Bull. Wouldn't shut the hell up. He was like, I'm going to let him write all my movies. So, you know, I'm forever grateful to them. So thank you so much.
Best Horror under 20 pages. Two nominees, Into the Light, Mark O'Brien, and A War on Terror, Peter Haig. The winner is A War on Terror, Peter Haig. Except on his behalf, but he's here. Thank you.
Best Animation. E-Delivery. And Sting of the Cactus. And the winner is E-Delivery.
That was the animation you saw early in the first clip with the coffee making, human making eBay thing. Yeah, they made. Yeah. Best Musical. Nominees are The Carnival Kid, +1, and Alma Mater. The winner is +1.
Thank you so much. This is a great honor. Thank you to the Nova Film Festival and to the New York Film Academy for spearheading these projects. This film is made from the 2-year musical theater program at the New York Film Academy. I'm originally from Virginia, came down from New York City, so this is kind of a cool culmination. Nice. Yeah, thank you.
Best Period-Based Film. Lawman. Is My Business. And Crossfire. And the winner is Lawman.
We'll accept on their behalf. I neglected to mention when I started the evening that the way it works with the trophies is you get them all in one big batch. The first year we got them all bought for everybody, but as you can see, it cuts, strangely enough, it cuts about 50-50 every year. So instead of having your names and everything put on there, what happens is in 2 weeks, we're gonna have a little cushion for everybody to order duplicates, or the people who weren't here can purchase them online. But if you are here and you accept the award, it'll be mailed to you in about 3 to 4 weeks. That's how it works. Just inside knowledge. Forgot to mention that. So, next category is Best Sci-Fi, Best Sci-Fi Fantasy. The nominees are Rumination, A Midwestern Methamphetamine Fairy Tale, Alfred J. Hemlock, and Daily Bread. The winner is Alfred J. Hemlock. Again, they're in Australia. They wanted to come. They really did.
Best Comedy over 20 pages. Company Christmas, Diana Woody. And Comic Relief, Alex Hawthorne. And the winner is Company Christmas, Diana Woody.
Hi all. So I want to say thank you to Nova and Ferdinand and everyone at the festival. I'm really happy to have, I love to write, so I'm happy when I get awards for it, and I want to dedicate it to my, whatever, so, and I want to dedicate it to my dad, who was kind of the instigator, because being a former spy, he liked to go to Frederick for groceries, and that seemed fishy, so I decided to write a story about it. It was after time. Thank you very much.
Best Action Adventure over 20 pages. The Spirit of Columbus, Eric Carlson. Under Pressure, Carrison. Waiting for Jerry, Stacey Waymack Thornton. Spiral Mind, Ben Perez, and Emancipating Maryland, Bridget Belton McMahon. The winner is Under Pressure, Eric Harrison. We accept on his behalf.
Best Family Faith-Based Film. Legacy. Our Show TV show pilot. And Daily Bread. And the winner is Our Show TV show pilot.
Best Horror Thriller Film. Alfred J. Hemlock, Leah, and Cold Feet. The winner is Cold Feet. We accept on his behalf. That's another Nova alum from Japan.
Ooh. Best Action Film. On the Edge. And Lost Kings. And the winner is On the Edge.
Wow. Yeah, so just to let you guys know, this means a huge deal to me. I am a Marine vet and now federal police officer who has a passion, who just happens to have a passion for acting and modeling, and I decided if I want to see myself in more stuff that I should probably try to create it. And I decided to create my own short film, and I never expected to be accepting anything. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And wow, I did it. So I just want to thank I want to thank God because I wouldn't be here right now, and I also want to thank NovaFest. And I definitely want to thank my beautiful wife up there who supports me with everything that I do. I mean, she pushes me when I feel like I can't do stuff, so I got to say thank you to her. Josiah Mendoza, who was the cinematographer, who also edited everything. And also to Esther Hughes and Alvin Carter, and to my cast, Nathaniel Scott, who never acted a day in his life, but was like, hey, if you need me, I'm here. You know. Ricardo McKinley, Jason M. Jones, and Candace Dillard. Thank you to everybody, and I appreciate this.
Best Action Choreography, On the Edge, Lost Kings, and the winner is Lost Kings. We'll accept on his behalf. He was here earlier this week, right?
Best Horror over 20 pages. Iris, Neil Chase. The Blue Room, Victoria Mitchell. And the winner is Iris, Neil Chase.
Pretty much if you had this category and you wrote something, you wrote a period piece over 20 pages and it got in, you won, because that's what happened. We have one nominee, Clash of Iron, Richard Reed, and the winner is Clash of Iron, Richard Reed. We accept on his behalf. Thank you.
Best Visual Effects. Alfred J. Hemlock. Face Them. A Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. And +1. And the winner is Alfred J. Hemlock.
Best art and design. You guys are killing me. A Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. Trouble is my business. Glass. Lawman. Othello song. Carnival Kid. E-Delivery and Alfred J. Hemlock. The winner is a Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale.
Well, thanks so much, everybody. It's actually a Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. Fernando, you always get it right. I know you do in your heart. But this is for Zoe Wang. Zoe Wang, you actually created this world that was something that was designed through your heart and through your eyes, creating my film as the director-producer of Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. And I want to say thank you so much. Without your heart, your inspiration, your design, and your passion and your commitment, this is for you, Zoe. I am extremely passionate that you actually chose my film to do it in my crazy mind. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks so much who enjoyed the film. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Nova Fest.
See, halftime show right now. Believe it or not. We have a special award we give out every year. It's either one or the other. We're seeing if we can grab both. Oh, by the way, Sean, the winner of that film, you now have the record, because we have 2 other satellite short film festivals, one in DC, one in Los Angeles. You have represented all 3. You're the first one to do that.
Oh, wow.
So thank you for bringing the quality. Best actress is... Made me lose my place. All right.
That's a wine. That's wine.
It's kind of tough for me to, we're going to have, as I was saying, we have a special award every year for either the Maverick Award or the Legend Award. We've had actors, and we've also had, last year was Eduardo Sanchez, the man behind Blair Witch. And this year, we have someone very super special, you could say is in a league all of his own. You'll get it later, it's cool. This gentleman, again, I won't do him justice. I can give you a quick, brief little history of what he's done. The man in his late 20s, 27, something like that, you bought Batman. Who buys Batman? He owned the rights to it, and no one owns Batman, right? So from there, long and short, I mean, he's won several accolades. He's produced so many films, but his claim to fame, easily, is being the executive producer of every modern Batman film from Keaton all the way up to Affleck and the whole Dark Knight trilogy with Nolan. So he is a maverick in that sense. He gave us his story at a seminar earlier this week, and it's just different when you hear it from the horse's mouth. With that, let's just watch it. We were kind enough, or the Indiana University was kind enough to lend us a video that illustrates in broad colors a bit of his life. So if you cue the video, we'll take it.
it weren't for Indiana University. This was the first Batmobile from the 1989 Tim Burton movie, and it is amazing partly because it was designed by a dear friend of mine, Anton Furst, who was the production designer on that first Batman movie. Anton will go on and win the Oscar for his production design work in 1989. And Andy Smith, who was part of this whole building of this car, also was the driver who had to then, through extremely limited visibility, get this thing through doors that were being machine gunned open and flames that were shooting out. But probably I remember it most of all because of my two kids, David and Sarah. When the first movie was being filmed at Pinewood Studios outside London in 1988, David was 8 and Sarah was 4. And Andy took them on a ride through 5 square city blocks of Gotham City that were built on the back lot of Pinewood. So David was sitting in the passenger seat, and then 4-year-old Sarah, who had like Shirley Temple curls, they put her kind of in the middle. And as they're driving, my dear son David says to her, "You see this button on this gear shift? If I press this button, it's an ejector seat, and you're gonna be shot out, and you're gonna splatter right on top of one of the buildings in Gotham City." So that's what he told my 4-year-old daughter, and to this day, she has issues sitting in the front seat of any car.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who brought Batman to the theaters, and we know how superhero movies are kind of doing right now, Mr. Michael Uslan. Thank you. So awesome, a Legend Award. That's probably one of the most overused terms these days, whether it's inside Hollywood or outside Hollywood. And I really have to ask the question, really truly, who is a legend? If you think about the movie industry, well, clearly Charlie Chaplin, Alfred Hitchcock are legends. Chris Nolan probably is one already. If you look in the comic book industry, well, Batman's a legend, and his two creators, Bob Kane and Bill Finger, are legends. But once you get into the real world, really truly, who are the legends? It ain't me. The legends in my life begin with my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad sacrificed and suffered for a lot of their lives. In New Jersey, where I was raised with my brother Paul as blue-collar kids, my folks had suffered through World War I, through the Great Depression, through World War II, and they sacrificed everything for my brother and me to make sure we had a good education, to make sure we had a better quality of life than they had, and to give us what my mom always called the two greatest gifts that parents can give their children, roots and wings. And they did that. My mom taught me that once you make a commitment, Michael, you stick to it. Like it or not, you honor that commitment. Even if you have to walk through hell for a while, you honor your commitments. If it wasn't that lesson, I never could have survived the 10 long years it took for us from the time we acquired the rights to Batman till we were finally able to get the first movie made in 1989 after having been turned down by every single studio in Hollywood and told it was the worst idea they ever heard and that I was crazy. 10 long years. You better be prepared to do everything it takes to honor your commitment. My dad was a stonemason.
My father had to drop out of high school when he was 16 years old to help his family survive the Depression. My dad worked 6 days a week until he was 80 years old. Didn't matter if it was 95 degrees outside in New Jersey humidity or if it was snowing outside. My father loved what he did, loved it. He was an old world artist, he was a craftsman. And I wish you could see the things that he built out of brick and stone and cement. Beautiful fireplaces and veneers of homes. And I remember every morning he would get up before dawn and have a smile on his face because my dad couldn't wait to get to work. So if you grow up in a house like that, how can you not want that for yourself? How can you not want to wake up on a rainy Monday morning and say, boy, I can't wait to go to work? Well, my brother and I went to work for my dad when we were teenagers in the summers, and it was awful. It was the worst thing I could ever imagine, carrying bags of cement and bricks and tarring foundations in the heat. It was awful. But I had the epiphany that what I needed to do was find my bricks and stones. And my bricks and stones were comic books and movies and Batman. And that was an incredible, incredible gift from my dad. You know, when my dad turned 90, 1 week before he unexpectedly passed away, we were sitting in a joint in New Jersey, and I said, Dad, you're 90. Are you scared? And my pop thought about it a bit, and then he said, Michael, I'm not scared of dying, because everybody dies. What I'm scared of is running out of time. There are still places I'd like to go, people I'd like to meet, experiences I'd like to have. Just afraid of running out of time. How and when can you possibly learn a lesson like that in life, unless you were lucky enough to be raised by parents who are truly legends? There were two other legends in my life. Let me ask you this question. Are there superheroes in real life? Sure there are, except we call them great teachers. I had two amazing teachers. Mrs. Stiller was my 7th grade English teacher. Mrs. Stiller said, Michael, you have a creative talent. You have an ability. And if we nurture this, this is something that you can go on when you grow up and use and do as your work. There was one day in class where I was a little bored, and being a comic book geek, I had my notebook up on my desk, and behind my notebook I was reading X-Men #1. And I thought I was being smart. But I didn't realize as I was engrossed in this story that Mrs. Stiller had started to walk around the room. So she came up behind me, grabs the comic book, and lifts it up, and the whole class cracks up. And as they're laughing at me, she turned to them and said, you know, if I were all of you, I wouldn't be laughing. She said, Michael's the best creative writer in this class and has the best vocabulary in this class. And I bet you it's because he's been reading these things. So maybe if you guys want to do that, maybe you should start reading some of these as well. Mrs. Stiller, my teacher, my defender. The following year in 8th grade, she turned me over to her sister-in-law, Mrs. Friedman, who had the infamous red marking pen and the scowl. Mrs. Friedman says, I hear you're a creative writer, Michael. She goes, if you have the kind of ability I think you do, you are never going to get out of this class until you understand and learn that writing is a craft. That you've got to understand sentence structure. You've got to know how to diagram sentences. You've got to have a wide vocabulary, and you've got to learn self-discipline as a writer. Don't you dare hand me anything creative and say, here it is, it's wonderful, it's perfect. You are going to learn how to rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. Many, many years later, 1989 was the premiere of our first Batman movie. We had a premiere screening in New York City. I tracked down Mrs. Stiller and I tracked down Mrs. Friedman. And I sent a limousine for the ladies to join us that night. And I was fortunate enough to have about 10 minutes to speak before the picture. And I told them about my parents. And I told everybody about Mrs. Stiller and Mrs. Friedman. And I said, these 4 people, if you ask them, have gotten absolutely everything they ever wanted from this life. I said, but there's one thing I know they have not gotten, and that's a standing ovation. And that night, my mom and my dad, Mrs. Stiller and Mrs. Friedman, got a standing ovation. So, on behalf of the real legends, on behalf of my mom and dad, on behalf of my teachers, I graciously and gratefully accept your Legend Award. Thank you. Michael leaned in for a hug. I sort of backed away and just patted his back, because I'm telling you, there's a tape underneath. If there are any superheroes, you know that. You just met one. I heard one tonight. Walker, take it away. Thank you, Michael. Maybe I should start.
Hey, it's working.
Okay, there you go.
It just,
You
yeah,
take it.
you know, it's just temperamental. You got to talk to him the right
By the way, Walker is a professional comedian who lives in New York. She's been in a ton of films, television. Beautiful, gets the laughs, but I just got to say, I think I've got more laughs than you, and I'm not a comedian. Just saying. Just put it out. Just saying.
know, right? And the most groans. Da-da-da. Exactly. Okay. Don't quit your day job. Anyway. Which is probably those, right? Best editing feature film. 1, 2, 3, gasping for air. Trouble is my best. See, you jinxed me. Should I just like project out like that?
Or we'll, yeah, projector. I'll give
Yes,
you my
okay.
mic, because I'm.
I can do it.
Go for it.
All right. Ready? Yes.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo. So, just to clarify, 1, 2, 3, gasping for air, daddy issues, and trouble with my business. And the winner is 1, 2, 3, gasping for air.
They're still in the Philippines. Best. Okay. There it goes. The battery went out, I believe. Well, I got to move it back in the middle now. Person's here, right? Which they might be. I'm not saying. Not giving it away. Best editing short film, The Glass. Some of you might know them. They, some people in the audience. They entered into our other short film festival in Hollywood. Shameless pitch. They came from France. He messaged me last minute, said he couldn't make it because he had a production thing. E-Delivery, House Rules, I Am, Dog Days, Rumination. And again, this is for Best Editing Short Film. And the winner is Rumination.
This is heavy. Thank you to the Nova Film Fest, Fernando, Matt, Judy, thank you so much. This is very exciting. Kelvin Johnson, he was the editor for my film Rumination, and we spent so many hours. I told him that I wanted something that kind of had the feel of like a Christopher Nolan film, you know. I'm also a big fan of Robert Zemeckis, and so those were the influences that I told him that I wanted Rumination to kind of have. And he's a music video editor. He's done so much music videos, and so I thought that would be beneficial as far as the timing and the pace. And so this is very exciting. He's going to be so stoked. He's actually in Atlanta right now, so he couldn't make it. But when I send him this text, he's going to like, he's going to have a heart attack, which means I get to keep the award. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
Best Sci-Fi, under 20 pages. Char Wars, Darth Vapor, Ron Podell. And Saira, John, oh my goodness, what a long name. John Contillanes? Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sure.
And the winner is Ron Podell, Char Wars, Darth Vapor.
Unfortunately, earlier Diana Woody accepted an award. She is only one of 2 people who has come to every single Nova Fest. We're in our 4th year and has won every single year. Her partner is Ron Podell. He planned on coming. Unfortunately, his father passed away last week, so he had to go there. So we will obviously accept his award on his behalf. So shout out to Ron. Best Thriller. It's gonna be a tough one. A War on Terror, Peter Haig. The winner is A War on Terror, Peter Haig. We don't know who's here all the time.
Best Family Faith-Based Picture, over 20 pages. And the winner is Hope is Not a Black and White Rainbow, Harold Brown.
Best Thriller, over 20 pages. A Generous Man, John either Gillen or Gillen. Christopher Marlowe, Francis Hammett. The Chain, Jeff Woodard. And the winner is The Chain, Jeff Woodard.
Best Documentary, over 45 minutes. Very excited to give this award to Expedition Congo.
You're very lucky in life to have really good friends who share passion and I guess the drive to do things and to create educational pieces that you hope will change the world. My post-production team of Diane Stevio and Sherry McWhorter are not only members of our team, but 2 people that I'm very proud to call very, very dear friends. Not with us tonight are my team members, Esteban Barrera, who is in Ecuador, and Will Weldon, who's back in North Carolina. We thought when we did the expedition to the Congo that 2 months in the jungle, in the deep jungle where there's no documentation of the flora fauna, would be some of the most difficult situations that we would face, and they were. We were arrested by police twice and in jail in the Congo twice. We had situations with animals and insects, severe dehydration and being lost because there's no way to get GPS systems going on in there. Little did I know that that was only part of the story when we got back and there was limited footage. And what this team has done to create a documentary is mind-boggling. How they incorporated interviews and with footage pre and post expedition to create the documentary. If you saw the film, you'll know exactly what I mean. It was a tremendous job. Most of all, I'd like to thank the Nova Film Festival, Fernando, and my beautiful wife, Peggy, for always being there to support me. So thank you very much.
Best documentary, under 45 minutes. You say hashtag, pound, hash brown? Hashtag's good then, I hear. Take Me Anywhere. Edward Hopper and Marshall's House. Embers of Renassi. And The Wall's Embrace. The winner is The Wall's Embrace.
To accept this on Nancy's behalf. She's in San Diego with some Vietnam veterans, and that was her dream, was to document the healing powers of the wall. And I wrote a song, a couple songwriters and myself wrote a song, and she found it, and it was her message. So anyway, this is on her behalf, and it's on behalf of all the 58,000 names on the Vietnam Memorial, and the families of them. Thank you very much.
I think this mic is getting the most laughs, just to clarify. We can't compete with that.
And taking it away.
Best Acting Ensemble, feature film. The 5-year. Daddy Issues. Trouble Is My Business. 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. And the winner is The 5-year.
You'll accept the award. They are colleagues. The producer of that film is the festival director over at the Austin Revolution Film Festival, and he told me he couldn't make it this week. So again, we'll accept it on their behalf. Next, the short film category for Best Acting Ensemble Short Film. Guys Are Such Prudes. House Rules. Lawman. A Midwestern Methamphetamine Fairy Tale. A Time Before. Alma Mater. Finding Olivia. And Forgive Me. And the winner is House Rules.
So shocked. This is amazing. This is one of my ensemble, and I want to thank NovaFest and I want to congratulate all the other nominees and filmmakers, because we all know how hard it is to do this, and Maury Ginsberg, Kat Masterson, and my amazing director, editor, producer, Sean Robinson. So thank you so much.
Best Fantasy, over 20 pages. Waiting for Jerry, Stacey Waymack Thornton. And that is the winner. Waiting for Jerry, Stacey Waymack Thornton.
Best Teleplay, 30 minutes. I'm going to say Lion's Den. No, it's spelled French, so it means Lyon's Den. Alex Bartz. DC Slang, Joey Fama. It pains me to say the winner is Joey Fama. DC Slang.
does it pain you to say that?
You'll see later. Foreshadowing.
Oh,
It's
no.
a literary thing.
Well, I just want to thank everyone who worked so hard to put this great film festival on. Fernando and Matt, everyone. It's a wonderful film festival, and just all the people who support me. So,
Joey!
thank you so much.
Best teleplay, 60 Minutes. Wolfpack Fencers, Adam Lapallo. Hog Heaven, Episode 1, In the Beginning, Jack McLaughlin and George Stark. End of Life, with Name, Sean Collins Smith. Metro, Tristan Aird. Fat vs. Evil, Alex Sheldon. Spy High Pilot, Jeff Woodward. And the winner is Fat vs. Evil, Alex Sheldon.
Okay, we're starting into the meaty stuff here. Best romantic comedy. Once Upon a Dream from France. Reina, Guys Are Such Prudes. Mismatch and Lighter, and Sac de Mer. The winner is Sac de Mer.
Thank you so much. God, I'm so happy that I made a movie about a sex story and people laughed. That was sort of the hope when we started this. Like, I hope people laugh at you having sex with a guy who has a colostomy bag, so I'm glad that happened. I just want to thank everybody because it's such a weird story. And so to have this kind of support, it's just like, okay, I can do this, we can make this happen, we can turn it into something more. So thank you to all of you for coming and being so kind and generous with your time and your laughter. So thank you very much.
Best Trailer. Gunpowder. Love and Kilnery, Trailer 1. Love and Kilnery, Trailer 2. And the winner is Love and Kilnery, Trailer number 1.
We'll accept it where we have people moving around. Okay. Best TV, or best web/TV series. Our Show, TV show pilot, Daily Bread, and Lost Kings. The winner is Lost Kings.
Best Music Video. Avonheart, Fade Away. Barista Boyfriend. Cheshi, Sentimental. Just Get Me. Little Big, Lollybomb. Sting of the Cactus, and the Carnival Kid. Yeah. And the winner is Little Big, Lollybomb.
Did anybody watch that video by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a great video from Russia. Best Drama, Short Film, Othello-san. Lawman. A Midwestern methamphetamine fairy tale. 5 O'Clock Shadow. Forgive Me, Pick Up, and Raw Days. The winner is Othello-san.
Scott for all the support, but all the gifts he's given me. But more importantly, I'd like to thank my special creative consultant, Rosemary Adams, up there, my wife, my boss, and of course my son Theo, who's Renato-san, and Yuki, and Leslie up there, and everybody associated with the film. Thanks everybody. It certainly takes a team effort to get anything like this done, so thank you very much.
Best Film Noir, Dark. Trouble is My Business. Leia and Cold Feet. And the winner is Trouble is My Business.
I thought I had a shot at film noir with that one. Thank you to everyone. Filmmaking, everyone's been saying, it is a team effort. From the cast, the crew, to the audience, to the festival. It's all part of delivering the film that is someone's dream projected up there, and you share that dream. With film noir in particular, it's such a uniquely American genre. I really wanted to play in that sandbox, and Trouble is My Business was a real opportunity to find out why film noir still resonates. Why I really feel like film noir is one of the few truly American genres now, because you have to be as affluent a society as ours to be as cynical as noir, if that makes sense. But also, it was an experiment. I wanted to see, how do you make a film with very limited resources, but the studios had limited resources, which is what created film noir in the first place. So I always had Orson Welles and John Huston in the back of my head. If they had a red, what would they do right now? And so this is really the culmination of that dream. I was literally born at Fairfax Hospital, right around the corner from here, moved to LA years ago to make films. So this is a nice period on the end of a great sentence that was the dream of making that film. I even have a friend, Kimberly Strong, who helped me finance this thing and put it together. She's here. And I went to elementary school with her, and this film actually reconnected us after all this time. So I'm grateful for that. So thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. Long live noir!
Best LGBT film, Daddy Issues, +1, and Leia. The winner is +1.
Thanks again. Just short and sweet, just accepting this on behalf of the film. The director can't be here. I'm the producer. Yeah, this is a great honor. Thank you to the festival.
Best Inspirational Film, Othello-san. Legacy, The Walls Embrace. 1, 2, 3, gasping for air. I Am. House Rules. Wireless. Hashtag Take Me Anywhere. And the winner is The Walls Embrace.
Thank you again on Nancy's behalf and behalf of all Vietnam veterans everywhere.
Best Comedy, The 5 Year, Finding Olivia, Mismatch and Lighter, Sac de Mil, Reina, Guys Are Such Prudes, and Ciudadano Antonio. The winner is Sac de Mil.
Sorry.
Gonna keep it short. So I have to thank Gabrielle Burbridge and Greg Churchak, who wrote Sac de Merde, and Greg directed it. Would not be here without them. I'm gonna keep it there. Thank you to Fernando, again to everybody. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Best comedy, Ariana.
Best score, Daddy Issues. I Am. Rumination. Lost Kings. And Cold Feet. And the winner is Lost Kings.
Best Screenplay, Short Film. Othello-san. The Case Against Mr. Shepard. Forgive Me. House Rules. Rumination. We had a lot of good short films, screenplays here. Raw Days. Wireless. Lawman. Cariños. Sac de Merde, and Plus One. The winner is Othello-san.
So I guess I could say this in Japanese this time. Konnichiwa. Thank you very much, Yuki, for my Japanese lessons, and Theo. So thanks very much.
Best Screenplay, Feature Film. 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Daddy Issues. Trouble Is My Business. The 5-year. And the winner is Daddy Issues.
Like Jennifer Lawrence. Thank you very, very much, Fernando and the entire Nova Film Festival. I want to say that I've been writing my whole life, and I've been kind of strange my whole life. So I want to thank my parents and my friends who have always supported my strangeness, and my writing mentor, Susan Parabo, who's been a huge influence on my life. But I especially want to thank our director, Amara Cash, who, for any of you writers out there, it's an amazing opportunity to work with someone who challenges you in so many wonderful ways on things like character development and story development, and makes you just not only want to be a better writer, but actually makes you a better writer. And then to have this amazing cast and crew who execute and bring out all these different things that you never could imagine. Writing is a bizarre, wonderful world, because it's all in all these crazy things are going on in your head, and then they come out on paper, and you don't know if they're actually going to come out the way that you think they should, or wanted them to, or maybe even thought that they ever would in the first place. But I hope that as we move through this insane world with all these opinions and epiphanies going on, that we as artists can come together and remember that there's nothing more powerful than the written word, and everything can change in just one sentence. So for all of us, whether we're writing, we're directing, we're acting, we're producing, we're editing, we're scoring, please keep it up. This is the most amazing thing. As artists, we need to keep pushing forward and changing the world. Thank you so much.
My turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, another shameless plug, this is the first year we added the Capitol Film Market to our festival. If you have film that you're willing to shop around or looking to shop around, get an idea, a little more than script level, I'm going to out Alex a little bit. With Daddy Issues, there was an offer given to him. I got, Little Bird told me, so I don't know if he'll take it, but things are happening. Best Director, Feature Film. Carlo Obispo, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Amara Cash, Daddy Issues. Tom Conkle, Trouble's My Business. And the winner is Carlo Obispo, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air.
Best Director, Short Film. Theodore Adams III, Othello-san. Edward Lyons, Alfred J. Hemlock. Sean Martinez, A Midwestern Methamphetamine Fairy Tale. Sean Robinson, House Rules. Sansar Sangadorj? Yeah, all right. I Am. Matthew Gentile, Lawman. Jeremiah Kipp, Pickup. Luis Miguel Leo, The Case Against Mr. Shepard. Shailendra Singh, Raw Days. Greg Schwershak, Sac de Mer. David Fritzen, Wireless. And TJ Mannix, +1. And the winner is Shailendra Singh, Raw Days.
That was an Indian submission. We had a lot of Indian films this year for some reason. I'll just share that every year we have randomly a surplus of a certain genre, a certain area. Our first year, for whatever reason, we had, and forgive me, I've told this story ad nauseum to a few of you out there, but our first year we were inundated by horror films for whatever reason. We had maybe 2 this year. We had like at least 20 the first year. Unique to this year, we had several submissions from India, Japan, and quite a few documentaries. So if you're in any of those categories, Amy, you should know that you stood out. You were top of the pack. Best Actor, Feature Film. Carlos Dalla, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Thomas Conkle, Trouble Is My Business. Vernon Wells, Trouble Is My Business. The winner is Carlos Dalla, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. In the fifth place.
Best Actress, Feature Film. Madison Lawler, Daddy Issues. Brittany Powell, Trouble Is My Business. Barbara Miguel, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Teresa Melvar, 1, 2, 3, Gasping for Air. Montana Manning, Daddy Issues. And the winner is Montana Manning, Daddy Issues.
Happy to accept this award on Montana's behalf. She's from England, so maybe I'll talk like this. And that was probably humiliating, but you know, whatever. Walking up and down the stairs. Montana is a wonderful, wonderful actor. She put so much into this role. She really brought out aspects of this character that truly we never even knew existed. And like for her, for Madison, Andrew, Jody, Kamala, all the actors in this film, they all came together to create something wonderful. We're so happy for Montana, and we're so happy to be here at the Nova Fest. Thank you all so much.
Best Actor, Short Film. Tristan McKinnon, Alfred J. Hemlock. Agron Shala, Forgive Me. Tori Kittles, Lawman. Steve Wilcox, The Case Against Mr. Shepard. Elliot Bales, Wireless. Forgive Me, Yuki Matsuzaki. Close, Othello-san. Tim Tor, Wireless. Ryan McDaniel, A Midwestern Methamphetamine Fairy Tale. The winner is Yuki Matsuzaki.
Thank you so much, Nova Film Festival. I'd like to thank all the cast and crew members who helped making this film happen. Especially our director, Ted, who wrote this story. Getting this award in 2018 is pretty huge for me, since I came to this country 18 years ago when I was 18 years old. And, and actually I came to Virginia first. So it's really remarkable that I'm getting this award in 2018. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to coming back for more film shooting in the state. Thank you so much.
Best Actress, Short Film. Josie Kay, Finding Olivia. Ariel Haller-Silverstone, Sac de Mer. Mandy Evans, Pickup. Wheelie Queen, Lost Kings. Eileen Kearney, House Rules. The winner is Mandy Evans, Pickup.
Thank you so much, NovaFest. Thank you to all the filmmakers here. Little story, background, I started in the business as a dancer. I danced my whole life before I could even speak. Literally, when I was in high school, I couldn't even open my voice. So as time went on and I danced professionally for about 10 years, I decided I wanted to act as I matured more. And I started studying acting while I was dancing professionally. I then decided to change paths, become an actor full-time. And I had this interview with an agent probably about 5 years ago. And the agent said to me, what makes you think you can be an actor? You're just a dancer. And I looked at her and I said, and I was holding back the tears, and I said, thank you for your feedback, but do not tell me what I can and cannot do. And I walked out of there, and you know, I held my head high, cried, and did the whole actory thing where you go home and feel terrible about yourself, and like nothing good is ever going to come from this. And then years went by. I did a lot of indie films, some good, some terrible, and everything in between. And then finally, I decided I wanted to do something that was going to take me to the next level. And in order for that to happen, I had to create it myself. And I created a role about a female sex addict. And it was very challenging on many different levels, but I had an amazing crew behind me, an amazing director who supported me. And yeah, so it's led me to lots of festivals all over the world. And I'm so grateful that I didn't give up. And thank you to Michael for that incredible speech, because I think we all just have to keep going and keep inspiring each other, because it's so easy to give up in this business. And just coming to these kinds of events and seeing amazing filmmakers, meeting new friends, is what keeps me going. So I hope you all keep going too. Thank you so much.
Home stretch. Best drama under 20 pages. National Postcard Day, Joey Fama. Rise, Amy McCorkle. The Interview, Drew Broadhurst. By the way, this is the biggest category for screenwriting. I'm sorry, no, this is one of them, drama. The Interview, I'll say again, Drew Broadhurst. Paradigm Shift, Catherine Fitzgerald. New Hollywood, Rob Weinstein. Judge Not, Zevon Holloway Jr. Natasha's Tears, forgive me, Branislav Tatalovic. Dion, Chadwick Prima. The Prospect, Ryan Geronsic. Into the Light, Mark O'Brien. A War of Terror, Peter Haig. Always Love, Eric Casaccio. And it pains me to say, the National Postcard, Joey Pham, is the winner.
So in the closing years of my grandfather's life, one of the things he did was he gave me a little bit of money for Christmas one year. And it wasn't a huge amount of money. He was a shoe salesman in rural West Virginia. And I asked him, I'm going to enter film festivals with this money. Is that okay? And he's like, you can do whatever you want to with it. And so I entered the first Northern Virginia Film Festival, and I won an award. And because of that, I have the confidence now to be the writer I am today. So, thanks, Grandpa.
Best drama, over 20 pages. This is a massive category.
I don't know how it ended up on your side. I have no idea.
All right, here we go. Comic Relief, Alex Hawthorne. The Guardian, Amy McCorkle. The Shelter, Bob Queso. The Salt Box, Bob Rogers. Reach for the Sky, Eric Carlson. Double Ding Dong, Jack McLaughlin. Dead Strays, Neil Chase. Hiding in the Spotlight, Branislav Tatalovich. Remember Kent State, Cicely Wynn. The Spirit of Columbus, Eric Carlson. Under Pressure, Eric Carlson. Hope is Not a Black and White Rainbow, Harold Brown. Waiting for Jerry, Stacey Waymack Thornton. Clash of Iron, Richard Reed. A Generous Man, John Gillen. Christopher Marlowe, Francis Hammett. And the winner is Hiding in the Spotlight, Branislav Tatovich.
Thank you, Noah. This is amazing. I didn't expect this in such a big category. This script is very dear to me because I found this story. This is a true life story about 3 years ago about a woman who survived World War II in Russia, and her entire family was killed by Nazis. And I'm very passionate about this story because some of my family members were killed by Nazis in World War II. What can I say? This is probably second or third award already at the festivals, and I hope this become a movie one day. And thank you, Nova, for accepting us and giving us this award, and keep fighting the hate and peace. Thank you.
Best Foreign Short Film, Alfred J. Hemlock. Cold Feet, The Glass, Forgive Me, Raw Days, Tirana 100 KM. By the way, I don't think anybody's here to receive because we've got Australia, Japan, France, Spain, India, and Kosovo happening here. So the winner is Raw Days.
Best Short Film, Alfred J. Hemlock. A Midwestern Methamphetamine Fairy Tale. House Rules, I am Lawman, Othello-san, Pickup, Raw Days, Saktamer, Wireless. There is Lawman.
Oh, thank you all so much. This is very exciting. And of course, so wonderful to be here with Andrew and Jody. And so many of these films that we were fortunate enough to watch over this festival are just so incredible. And I'm sure even the ones that we didn't get to watch were great too. It's been an amazing festival. And let's just keep going, guys. Let's just keep creating amazing stuff and pushing boundaries and making people think and making people consider what it's like to live in other people's shoes. I feel empathy is the most important thing about filmmaking. It's the biggest thing that we're missing from society right now. And I'm here representing an amazing group, cast and crew of Daddy Issues, a wonderful production company at Under One Roof Productions, and especially our fearless leader, our brilliantly talented director, Amara Cash. Thank you so much.
The Harold L. Brown Award of Excellence for a first-time writer. Comic Relief, Alex Hawthorne. Hog Heaven, Episode 1, In the Beginning, Jack McLaughlin and George Stark. And the winner is Comic Relief, Alex Hawthorne.
Ironically, I'm a writer. I didn't write a speech, so yeah. My film is about working hard to achieve your goals, and I just hope that's something that everybody can appreciate, not just as filmmakers, but in society, regardless of whether you're obviously we've had various people from different walks of life here. Some people said police officers, soldiers, and stuff like that. Sorry, again, I was not prepared.
Go on, child.
My script is about a person who has an alcohol issue, and they're trying to overcome their personal obstacle of not being comfortable public speaking. That's why they're drinking to, relax. And obviously, the drinking gets worse as the story goes on. But the most important thing is she ends up being okay and surviving. Getting through her issue because she has important people, friends around her to help her. So thank you for this.
The Harold L. Brown Award is a brand new award from one of our NovaFest alums. He decided he wanted an award that showcased first-time writers and inspired them to write. And also comes with a, I shouldn't mention it, you probably didn't know, $200 cash reward as well. So, yeah, I should have mentioned it. We have another award that is named after one of our main sponsors and friends. Before it was called, there are two Nova Jury Awards, one for film and one for screenplay. And we are naming this Nova Jury Award film to Mr. James Christopher. He's in Afghanistan right now. We, for this category, if you have a film, whether it's a short film, documentary, feature, what have you, everyone, if you've submitted and been accepted, you are eligible for it. So in this category, basically you're all winners. If you hear your name, please come on down. Wait till I finish for the applause, please, so that they can hear their names. But if you are here representing any one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films, please come down and say your piece. And the winners of the James Christopher first ever James Christopher Nova Jury Award for film, are Embers of Renassi, The Carnival Kid, 5 O'Clock Shadow, Wireless, and Daily Breath. Whoever has a trophy can speak.
All right, well, thank you very much, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the film. Obviously, thank you, everybody who did an interview. Amit, Chris, Ayush, Anshel, I forget a million people, everybody up here with me. Thank you very much.
With 5 O'Clock Shadow. This is incredible. Thank you, NovaFest, for being for holding this as a first-time writer-director. This is just incredible for me. This is for my son. The film is about him. The story was inspired by him. And a shout out to Vic Krishna, the person who shot and edited this film. My husband, who over there, who is with me at every step. No words for him, really. My co-actor over there.
I'm here with The Carnival Kid. And first of all, I want to thank my wife. She was a producer on the film. Now she's cinematographer on our phone over there, so we can get this on tape. But she had a lot to do with this. Also, I really want to thank the NovaFest. This was a success story. 2 years ago, I was here, and at one of the mixers, I met Joey. Joey came up to me and said that, hey, I want to write something for you. And I said, okay. So he did. He wrote something. He's in West Virginia, I'm in LA, and we just kept going back and forth on storyboards. And here we are, 2 years later, with our film that was born here. So they gave us the opportunity. Thank you, Fernando. And hopefully, and we have another film and you're going to be in production soon. So I guess we have a new team. So, all right, thank you. Appreciate it.
My name is David Fritzen. I was the creator of Wireless. And up there is Celeste Fritzen, my mother, who came all the way from the Bahamas to the United States last night to come see this. And up there is also my brother, Daniel Fritzen, who came from Austin, Texas, to be sure is there. And over there is Elliot Bales, who made the character of James somebody that I just had on paper. And I remember the second he walked into that audition and he read that script, I looked up and said, this is the guy. This is the guy who's going to make it to life. So I got to give a hats off to him, to Tim Torrey, to Tony Barber, to the characters who brought it to life. I just wanted to also give a thank you to Simpatico Media, who just looked at my vision and said, we can make this happen. If you are in the Baltimore, Nova area, please look them up. They're fantastic people. And I just want to also thank the NovaFest. I was here for my music video on the first NovaFest I ever was here, and I looked up at this screen and said, I think I can make a short film. And here we are 3 years later with Wireless. and I mentioned Celeste, I mentioned Daniel. The last person I have to thank is 2 people. I have to thank my father, Arthur Fritzen, who wanted to be here, but every single day in the last couple of years said, when is Wireless going to happen? When are you going to make this? When are you going to do it? When are you going to get out of sales? When are you going to actually do what you want to do? And between Celeste, Daniel, my mother, my friends that are in the stage too, and everybody here who kept believing in Wireless, thank you so much. Thank you. And I said there were 2 people. I'll promise I'll make it quick. But this goes out to my grandfather, Israel Fritzen, who's no longer with us, and he was the first person to see the first cut of this film. To this day, it's my favorite review. He looked up at me from his chair and he said, that was a nice picture. So check it out, Izzy, we did it!
I'm
I'm Nina May with the series Daily Bread. And we're just honored to be here. Thank you so much, NovaFest, for the different nominations. It really is special, and it's really special for me. It's my birthday today, so. I have some of our team here, and my husband, and some of the people that were cast and crew, and we're just really thankful for all of you, and just bless you all. Thank you.
Now the Nova Jury Award for Screenplay. So please come on down if you are here to represent. Hog Heaven, Episode 1, In the Beginning, Jack McLaughlin and George Stark. The Shelter, Bob Queso.
Thank you. Great evening. The highlight so far has been everything, but especially Michael's talk. As a school superintendent for 32 years and an educator for 43 years, when you go back home, thank a teacher, please. Teachers create stars. Teachers, everyone is gifted, and teachers pull out those gifts. So thank him. And Michael, fantastic. Thank you very much, Fernando.
So I'm clearly not Bob Casso. I am his director, Cora Linda. He is the screenwriter of The Shelter, and I know he is going to flip, because I just texted him and told him that he didn't win Best Drama. So he's going to be very excited about this. He's been texting me throughout the whole festival. His first feature actually just premiered and just got distribution, so he's been in that world and asked me to come represent. He's been so thankful that he was accepted here, to Fernando, to the festival. We're heading to film next week, actually, so this is incredible. The team's going to be so excited. So huge thank you from Bob, from me, to everyone. Just thank you very much.
The Nova Award, Screenplay, which means basically you are a screenwriter nominated for this. You are in what we call the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area here, Northern Virginia. The Nova Award Screenplay, Metro, Tristan Aird.
The Nova Award for Film, Best Locally Produced Film, A Time Before.
That's it. He's the winner. You have no music.
Music
Music out!
Music out. Hello. Wow. Zebo Lai couldn't be here tonight. He had written this short with his, back then, 2 years ago, girlfriend that he met at APA Film Festival, which then 2 years later they got married. And they're actually pregnant right now, and they have they work fast. I know he would just stand here and say thank you very much. Thank you, Fernando, NovaFest, for this wonderful experience, and for everyone here that we've met since 2 weeks ago. So thank you very much.
wrapping up with the big boys here. If you were accepted at all for any of your screenplay work, all selections were eligible for this award, which is Screenplay of the Year. Winner is Reach for the Sky, Eric Carlson. Harrison. So, and again, so these are the last couple of awards here. Maybe I should move to the middle for these. So this is a really tough, if you've come like one of our attendees, our filmmakers, Sangeeta and Shri, they've come to almost every evening for 2 weeks, watching almost every film. There should be an award for that. So it's really tough picking winners. It really is. It really is. The judges, it helps if the numbers are extorted one way or the other, but especially for picking Film of the Year, it's got to be somewhat special, unique. The name of the festival is the Northern Virginia International Film and Music Festival on purpose, because we wanted, it's marketing, we want to get local and international. So the winner this year embodies the spirit and even the name of the festival, and that it deals with Northern Virginia, encompasses also the international flair, and it's just a really beautiful movie. The winner of this year's Film of the Year is I Am.
Fernando, thank you all organizers, and thank you all our friends with family and our kids, and my wife, dearest wife, and of course, I wouldn't be here without her. Okay, thank you so much. I didn't expect, I was so touched. Thank you.
So, just a little, also a little more information. He's Mongolian. The entire film is in Mongolian with subtitles, but it was shot around Northern Virginia. You see Arlington, and so it again embodies so much of what we are. And besides being a fantastic short film, we are at the end. Everybody, told you. We actually, this is the first time we've gone over just over 2 hours, so they want us to get out of here, I'm sure. The final award for the evening is Artist of the Year. This particular award could be anything. It could be anything. If you're a producer, you're an actor, DP, what have you. So it encompasses everything that Nova is about, if not just for this year. I mentioned that we had the Capitol Film Market this year, which is a place where you can buy and sell your movies. We had people coming from Los Angeles to look for movies, and they want to buy them. And if you have content with a TV series, short film, well, maybe not so short films, but definitely completed features, or you just want to learn how to get to the next level, wherever you are, they are here. So I'm going to slap you on the wrist a little bit. Shame on you if you didn't attend it, especially you had the long, awesome version of Michael Uslan's life history and story and how to get things done in this business. So the winner this year embodies all of that. Both an art, the name is Artist of the Year, but it encompasses everything from the art form of filmmaking, but knowing how to get the business done. Because I'm just going to go on my little soapbox for a second. This shouldn't be called show business. It should be called business show. It's been said several times, and I'm going to reiterate it now, especially for any new people to know if that's or you're aspiring to survive in this business, if not thrive. Get your numbers down, get your demographics down. At the same time, you put that first keystroke for your first character, the twist in your story, whatever. Get the business down. God bless you if you're doing this as an art form and this is a hobby. Fantastic. That's beautiful. But if you want to survive and, again, thrive and be involved in this very volatile but exciting business, know the business side. That's my little rant. So this person embodies all of that. Both a director, writer, background actor, and businessman. Nova Fest Artist of the Year is Mr. Theodore Adams III.
appreciate that. And most importantly, I mean, Michael, thank you for coming in and giving both the talks at the CFM and tonight. I mean, it means a lot for a number of reasons. One of which is that Michael and I both serve on the board of the Stan Lee Foundation. And Stan would always say that the most important part of any film is the story. And that's been hammered over and over and over on me, and I know Michael. And every winner tonight, which includes everyone here, started out with a great story. But the most important thing that Michael pointed out, it's funny when people point out something in you that you didn't realize that you've always been doing your whole life. And when Michael gave his talk, it really hit me that I married a teacher. Right? If you ever come to my office, you'll see, Stanley Feather, you'll see a whole bunch of statues of superheroes. But the only photos you'll see are of my family and my teachers. I literally have like Christmas cards from my universities, and it's in all these professors, and I framed them. I put them in so they're right there. I consider them reminding me that you've got to do your best. And I mean, these people I feared my whole life, but when I was in school, but they gave me the lessons that made me who I am today. And so when we talk about doing the Capitol Film Market, I think of people as either givers or takers. And I always try to be a giver whenever I can, and my wife will tell me I get myself in trouble by being sometimes too generous with my time and energy. But I just don't stop doing that. You want to keep giving and keep giving, and you hope that you'll raise the tide for everyone. So with the Nova Film Fest, when I first met Fernando a couple of years ago, I said, what can we do to raise the tide for everyone? And we said, let's do a Capitol Film Market and help folks avoid making the best home film they've ever made. Let's make a great film that will help them move their careers forward, make great films and do these things. I guess it's no coincidence that Othello-san's about teachers. And it's funny when I'll tell you a quick story, because I know we're running out of time here, but when we found Yuki to come over and be our professor. And by the way, if you haven't seen Othello-san, it'll be at some other festivals, but as filmmakers, if you want to ask me for a screener, that's no problem. I'm happy to share with you. We had Yuki come in, and I've been working really hard on these bottles. I went to school in Hong Kong, and I knew Chinese, and I said, well, let's a little bit of Japanese. So I said, I'm going to take all this time to make these terrific water bottles. And I made these, I got the A4 size paper and the notebooks to make the most, I really took the time to do this thing right, because I want to do things right. Yuki comes in, we're going to shoot on Sunday. He arrives on Friday afternoon, he walks into my office, and he goes, this is all wrong. And I'm like, okay. He goes, but I'll fix it. Because one of my hobbies is I happen to make my own repurpose dictionaries that are like Shakespearean dictionaries. So this guy, he did that. He goes, Ted, these notebooks, these are not the same notebooks we were using in Japan. We would use bound notebooks. He goes, but guess what? One of my hobbies is binding books. So I'll do it. Go to Staples, get these 4 things, and I'll take care of it. So he got it done. This is a giver. That's the kind of people you want around you. That's the kind of people that I think you should aspire to be yourself. So again, having a person like Michael, having my wife, having my son, having all of you people here,
The star of the show.
These people are givers. And everyone here has given, they've given their talent, they've given their art. Keep giving, and don't stop giving until you can't give anymore. Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm here to wrap up. We're all done. Can I share something with you guys on, it's just us, right, tonight? This film festival directing, producing thing, it's really hard. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on. And sometimes, I never give up. I start hitting the needle starts moving, going towards that threshold. But then, the award ceremony is the crown jewel of the festival. So there's one thing, is the craft services are they going to be on here on time? People drop out that have like major roles in just getting the machine to work, and how do you fix that? And all these little fires. Not bitching, just saying. But then, an evening like tonight, where people are highlighting, the easy one is to go to Michael. I mean, yeah, how can't you not be inspired and overwhelmed? Like, what am I supposed to do with my career in the film business when this guy's just knocking things down, giving the bloody knuckles and all that? But then things come up where I didn't know about Joey's grandfather and the money and the whole story about wireless. And then, you know, I'm choking back there because I didn't know about this, and they start tearing up. And these are the kind of things I can never prepare for, and it makes all the work for all of us worth it. So thank you for coming and being a part of our lives and adding so much to it. That's really all I have to say. Thank you so much, Steve. We're done. Food is upstairs. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Okay, we about ready?
Fernando?
Yeah.
Are you forgetting something?
What? I was in a hurry.